Hi guys, welcome to this week. The focus is going to be on club fitting and getting the right equipment in your bag so that you can perform. So we're here with Kurt. He's the manager at golf headquarters here in Springfield. And Kurt, tell us, what's the number one reason why golfers, I think, get the wrong equipment? They just don't take the time. What do you see in the golf store here?
Most people just want to hit their buddy stuff, and figure that's what's going to fit them as soon as they start hitting it. If they hit it well a couple times, you can't fit like that.
Yeah. So do they get sold on a lot of marketing? You know, because they see the PGA Tour guys hitting the TaylorMade, so they're like, I got to get the TaylorMade, and necessarily isn't maybe the best for them. I mean, depends on
a lot of the shafts will pretty much fit everybody, but everybody should come in and get fitted. I mean, it takes 20 minutes to do an iron fitting, half an hour to do the drivers in the bag.
So the stores, across the country, because a lot of these people aren't just from Springfield, Missouri, what advice would you give them when they go to get purchase equipment? There's demo days, there's other stuff out there, but like a golf store like here at Golf Headquarters, they're all over the country, but most of them have a facility that has the option to do a Vector Pro launch monitor fitting, things like that. What would you give advice for the average golfer to what they need to do, looking for?
Go in and get fit, but also take the demos out and take them out multiple times.
Okay.
Just doing them once isn't going to really tell you what it is.
Mm-hmm. So take your time, mainly. Just don't pull the trigger just because it's maybe the hot club of the week or something.
Yeah, by all means, bring in your own stuff and hit it against it, especially on the Vector machines. If you don't have a baseline to go off of, you really don't know if you're gaining anything.
That's awesome. So what Kurt's saying is take your baseline. So what I did, this is a 4-year-old driver, 5-year-old driver. I still hit it really good. So it's kind of, I was telling Levi, I was like, man, this thing, I don't know if I want to change it because it's still pretty consistent. But at the same time, I know it's so outdated that drivers, they usually, how long does it take before they lose their pop, they say, like their distance?
Usually looking at 4 generations, so every now and then. Right now that's 4 years.
Yeah, but it depends how many times you play too.
Right.
I mean, in this last 3 years we had 2 kids. I mean, I haven't been playing a lot, so it did affect. I don't think it's probably used as much as it was like if I was in college. I probably had to upgrade it every 2 years. So that's something to consider too when it comes to your driver. What about like irons? I mean, do we need to update those often? I mean, it's mainly just checking the loft and the lie.
Check the lofts and lies at least once a year. Make sure they haven't moved a lot. Generation to generation, you usually don't see a lot of changes. It's when you start skipping years.
Okay. Cool. Well, there you go. So mainly, well, you heard it from Kurt. Go to a store that's going to help include this. You include the fitting with the purchase of the club.
Yeah, fittings are free.
So that's most of the good golf stores that do that. They'll take their time. Let you go out, try it. They have a Vector launch monitor. We'll show you here in a sec just how that works, but the monitor tells you all the variables that you need. So what are the main variables that you see that you guys pick out to pick the right shaft, and the loft, things like that?
Launch angles, spin rates, and ball speed, club speed.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks, Kurt. I appreciate it. All right, Levi, tell me what these numbers mean with the Vector Pro, and for the average golfer doesn't really understand what the result is of spin and all that other stuff.
Okay, 167 is the ball speed, which is off the club face.
That's the far left number there.
This is the far left. Next, 114 next to it is how fast the person is swinging. 15.6 degrees is a launch angle, which for professionals is very key. The backspin, which is the 1958, is a little low. But I'd rather have it too low than too high. Because if you're too high, you're going to balloon it and lose distance.
Okay.
So basically, with these numbers, I need to drop my launch angle to about 11 if I want to have a backspin about that.
Based on your swing.
Based on swing speed. If I lower my launch angle about 4 degrees, basically that's optimal results.
So what do you see the average golfer? What numbers do they have for the average golfer? What do they need to improve on?
For the average golfer, you need basically have a launch angle about 15, backspin 25 to 2800 RPMs.
Okay. And then the swing speed usually right around, depending on
100, 105.
Yeah. And that's about where I'm at. So you don't have to have super club head speed to hit the ball long ways. It's more ball speed.
All it is ball speed and backspin. If you get the right launch angle and backspin combination, that is what's key.
Okay.
in distance.
Thank you, Levi.